Horror mods have been a popular trend in Minecraft for a while now, with hundreds of them being made over the past couple months. I've recently tested many of them in my previous videos. Some are genuinely terrifying and bring a real challenge to the game, while others...
What? I got kicked.
Wait, I just got kicked. So I've gathered all the best horror mods and put them inside a tier list where I'll rank them to see which ones are actually worth your time and which ones are trash. I'll be judging the mods based off how scary it is, gameplay / is it fun, and originality / innovation. So is it not just a reskin, and did it bring something new to the table? The tiers will go from this is what horror's about, must need in mod packs, not scary but kinda cool, bad but would be fine if you just wanted a bunch of mods, and I'm never playing this again. Okay, let's just jump straight into it. First one we're going to be ranking is the original Cave Dweller. So we have to give it the fact that it was the first Dweller to ever come out, and I'm not gonna lie, like, he does look goofy. I personally, and I think a lot of people as well, don't play this mod anymore, so I'm just putting this in. I'm never playing this again. This does not take away from the fact that it was the first horror mod. I'll keep it at like a high. I'm never playing this again. Next, the One Who Watches. So this guy, he can jump scare you, and like, honestly, he's not that scary though. He just pops up, he kind of stands there, he doesn't really look that scary, but his jump scares are obviously scary when they catch you off guard. I think the perfect category to put this guy in is not good but would add to help intensity. Next, we got the Pale Hound. It's pretty scary looking. I mean, it is just like your basic Dweller. You can't really go wrong with the Pale Hound. I think it's a must need in mod packs. Okay, From the Fog. This is the biggest one besides the Cave Dweller probably. Everybody loves Herobrine. And I mean, like, he was literally the guy that brought the concept of horror to Minecraft. He's been scaring kids, even grown men, for decades.
Okay, we're going I'm leaving the game. What the fuck?
From the Fog is the perfect Herobrine, let alone horror mod. He stalks you and pops out of nowhere, making it genuinely scary. So it's safe to say that it's one of the only ones on the list that can be put in this is what horror's about. Next, the Steve Dweller. It is only scary if you also have From the Fog, because you think it's just normal Herobrine standing there, but then you go up to it and he just turns around with his mouth wide open. Like, he is pretty scary if you have Herobrine, but if you don't, you just know it's him and you're just like, okay, whatever. Like, honestly, I think I'm gonna keep him at a high, not scary but kind of cool. Moving on, the Rolling Giant. I played this on my 1-block series and he is just so useless. Like, you can't kill him, first of all. Perfect tier for him is not good but would add to help intensity. The Mimicker honestly is one of the best mods out of these because it's unique. First of all, it looks really damn cool, and like him just crawling backwards on his little legs, like, it does look very scary. It is really original. So honestly, this is what horror is about. Okay, next, this is a very interesting one, Siren Head. This is pretty new. I mean, like, it's a couple months old, but he's very well made. He's the biggest out of all these Dwellers, I'm pretty sure. He just adds such a cool element to the game. I'm putting him in a high must need because honestly, nah, I'm putting him in this is what horror is about. I'll keep him on the lower end, but he's really good, bro. Like, it makes the game very entertaining. Okay, the Dweller King. When I saw him for the first time, he is honestly, like, he's actually terrifying. I think it's a must need. I think I would put it above the Pale Hound. Okay, Cartoon Dweller. I use this one a lot and it's pretty good. It has some weird ambient sounds that it plays.
You tried to hide, but I am gonna get you.
What the hell?
I think it's just a must need. It's just a high must need in most mod packs here. Okay, the Midnight Lurker. So this guy, bro, I mean, it's pretty cool that he can make fake villagers, but I think the perfect tier for him is not good but would add to help intensity because he looks kind of stupid. I'm not gonna lie, like, just some black skeleton dude. I will put it above these two, honestly. Like, I think that is fair. Okay, the Apollyon. It's interesting because a lot of people do love this mod, but I think it's kind of mid, honestly. The only thing that redeems this mod is the structure that it spawns. Inside of it, there's a half-dead villager who turns into this crazy monster. I think it's not scary, but kind of cool. Okay, the Mickey Mouse Dweller. So this guy makes some interesting noises. He looks very cool. I think it's not good, but would add to help intensity. I'll put him at the top of this list. Okay, Man from the Fog. This guy is one of the biggest horror mods. It's just, it's a banger. He is not that scary, to be honest. It is pretty fun, the way he spawns in and stuff, like the lightning. I think he is a must-need in most mod packs. Okay, now we got the Knocker. He does a lot of freaking damage. Kind of scary if you're weak. Like, if you have a shield and good armor and you have food, like, this guy isn't that tough to deal with. I think he's not scary, but kind of cool. I'll keep him at the top of this list. Actually, I'll put him at the bottom, and I'll move this guy up. Okay, the Irritator. The Irritator is very cool. It's one of the biggest. I think it's the second biggest besides Siren Head. It can literally crawl as a 9-foot tall monster, so that is pretty cool. I think I'll put him at the must-have. Okay, the Cave Dweller, the staple of the horror community. The Cave Dweller reimagined. It's a big upgrade from the first Cave Dweller. It does look actually kind of scary. It's very easy to say that this is what horror is about. He could easily be at the top. He could easily be the best horror mod out of this entire list because it's the Cave Dweller. Like, yeah, like, it works. Okay, the Assimilator is just another Dweller reskin, though it's not that original, but it does have a cool animation where it like rips its face apart, and that is pretty damn scary. If you see that for the first time, you're actually terrified of that. Okay, I think you could put him in a must-need, and I'll put him below the Dweller King. Okay, the God of Roadkill. Roadkill is actually pretty big and has some interesting mechanics, but he's still pretty new, so I'll put him in the bottom of must-need. When there's some new updates and stuff, I could definitely see moving him up. But Jackie the Clown, I literally always have this dude. I think it's just the must-need. It's below Man from the Fog, but it is definitely a must-need. Okay, the Slumbering Omen. It has issues in multiplayer. That's my main thing with it. You can't really ever play it in a multiplayer server because it just keeps crashing your game. Like, the one dude will grab you and you can't do anything. It is the most unique out of all of these because the girl or whatever, she has some cool animations. Like, the big dude is very interesting, and then there's like 2 other monsters on top of that. I'll add it here. Okay, Beware the Rain. The main dude, the red dude, is pretty damn scary, but the rest of them, like, I don't really care. I'll honestly put him like above the Apollyon and just not scary, but kind of cool. Okay, the John Mod Reborn, bro. I have some issues with this damn mod. This guy lagged my game so hard. Like, it literally just spawned a million little Johnnies running around everywhere. It is interesting to add the intensity, so I'm gonna put him at the top of this. Okay, the Man from the Shadows. So this guy just kind of walks around and he has good jump scares. I do like a monster with jump scares. I feel like that adds such a big element to the game. I think I'll put him at the bottom of not scary, but kind of cool. Okay, the Rake. It's literally just a must-need, and I would put him, honestly, above the Man from the Fog because the Man from the Fog does get buggy sometimes, so I'm keeping the Rake at the top of must-need. And everybody loves the Rake. Like, everybody's heard of that story when they were kids. So last and definitely least, the Silence.